Have you ever noticed how, as we get older, the things that once seemed so important start to lose their significance? The truth is that reaching the age of 70 is a transformative moment in life. By this time, you've had the chance to reflect on years of experiences, from career achievements to personal milestones. Yet with all that life has given you, it's also a moment to evaluate what no longer serves you. Make no mistake, this is the time to embrace freedom and fulfillment in later life. As we step into this new chapter, it's essential to let go of what no longer brings us joy or peace and focus on what truly matters. It's about living more authentically, embracing simplicity, and prioritizing happiness. So let's take a look at 9 things that become meaningless after 70, and how releasing these burdens can help you live a lighter, more intentional life. If you are not subscribed, I recommend subscribing and activating the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. If you like the topic of this video, please comment 1. If you don't, please comment 0 to let me know how I can improve and make better videos for you. Now, let's begin. Throughout much of our lives, we are subtly yet powerfully conditioned to care about how others see us. It begins early, woven into the fabric of our daily existence, whether through the desire to meet the expectations of family, friends, colleagues, or society. We work so hard to win the approval of others, to be seen as successful or worthy, and to gain validation through our career achievements, personal choices, and social standing. It feels like the path to happiness is paved with these outward symbols of approval. But the truth is, this external validation can be exhausting, fleeting, and often, ultimately unfulfilling. As we journey through life, we begin to see the cracks in this facade. By the time we reach the age of 70, something remarkable happens. We finally realize that the weight of others' opinions, once so heavy, begins to feel lighter, almost insignificant. Life has offered us enough experience, enough time to reflect, to truly understand that no one else has the power to determine our worth. We've learned through heartache, triumphs, and trials that we don't need the approval of others to feel valid or to live a meaningful life. We have seen enough to know that the only opinion that matters is our own. And with this realization comes an incredible sense of freedom. It's the kind of freedom you can feel deep in your bones, the kind that fills your heart with a peaceful knowing that you no longer need to conform to societal norms or seek validation from the outside world. You've earned the wisdom to recognize that real contentment comes from living according to your values, not those imposed on you by anyone else. Think about the times when you may have made choices just to please others, when you walked a path that wasn't true to your heart, all because you feared judgment or rejection. Did those choices ever bring you the joy you were hoping for? Imagine the sheer liberation that flows through you when you realize that from now on, your decisions are yours alone. Whether it's choosing the clothes that make you feel comfortable, selecting where you want to live, or deciding how to spend your precious time, you have the power to make those choices without the need for anyone's approval. This is your time to finally live authentically, unapologetically, on your terms. The weight of seeking approval no longer holds you back. As you release this burden, you step into your true power. You begin to experience a kind of peace and joy that comes from simply being you, without hesitation, without pretending, just the pure, unfiltered essence of who you are. On this journey toward true happiness, we also begin to recognize the things that once held so much weight in our lives, the material possessions that we thought we needed to feel fulfilled. How often did we chase after the bigger house, the fancier car, the newest gadgets? These things symbolize success, status, and security, but as we grow older, we come to see them for what they are: distractions. At 70, it becomes clearer than ever that happiness doesn't come from owning more things. Sometimes it feels like the more we own, the more burdened we become. What we once believed would bring us happiness can often lead to stress, clutter, and even dissatisfaction. As we age, we start to realize how much time and energy we've spent accumulating things that now hold little value. Sure, some items carry sentimental weight, representing memories or achievements. But as we look around at all the stuff we've gathered over the years, we can't help but wonder, how many of these things truly bring us joy? How many of them are just occupying space, filling our homes, our minds, and our hearts with unnecessary baggage? The truth is that our possessions often end up possessing us. We spend so much of our lives maintaining these things, cleaning, organizing, worrying about them. It's not until we reach a certain point in life that we realize we don't need all that. True contentment comes not from the things we own, but from the moments we experience and the relationships we cultivate. Letting go of material clutter isn't just a physical act, it's a spiritual one. It's freeing ourselves from the weight of what we thought we needed, so that we can embrace what truly matters: peace, love, and the joy of living authentically. Now more than ever is the perfect time to reflect deeply on your relationship with material possessions and to take an honest inventory of what truly adds value to your life. We often spend years chasing after things we're told will bring us happiness, security, or a sense of achievement. We buy the larger home, the newer car, the designer clothes, and the latest gadgets, believing these possessions will somehow make us feel complete. But as we age, we begin to see that all these material goods don't fill the void they promise to. Instead, they often become a burden, cluttering our homes, our minds, and ultimately our hearts. It's time to reassess the things we own and recognize that true happiness and fulfillment come not from accumulating more things, but from shedding the excess and embracing what truly matters. When you look around your home now, what do you see? Are there items that no longer serve any purpose in your life? Perhaps you've got furniture that's rarely used, or clothing that's been hanging in your closet for years, still with tags on, collecting dust. Maybe there are gadgets, once eagerly purchased, that now sit in drawers long forgotten and gathering dust. Think about all the things that at one point seemed important, but now hold no real value. Holding on to these possessions often comes from a sense of obligation, either to the past or to societal expectations. Maybe you bought them because you thought they would enhance your status, or you acquired them because they seemed like the right thing to do at the time. But as time goes on, we come to realize that these things, whether they represent past accomplishments or future dreams, often hold us back more than they propel us forward. Letting go of physical items can be one of the most freeing experiences of your life. It's not just about making space in your home, it's about clearing out the mental and emotional clutter that comes with holding on to things that no longer bring you joy. It's about giving yourself the space to breathe, to grow, and to make room for new experiences, new memories, and deeper connections with the people who truly matter. Think about it. How much energy have you spent over the years cleaning, organizing, and maintaining the things you own? The time and effort that go into keeping up with these items could have been spent living more fully, doing the things you love with the people who matter most. Decluttering isn't just a physical act, it's a spiritual one. It's an act of reclaiming your personal space and, more importantly, your freedom. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment one below to let me know that you are still here with me. Imagine the sense of relief that will wash over you as you release these items, things that once felt essential but no longer contribute to your happiness. Letting go of them opens up the possibility for something new, something meaningful. It creates room for the life you want to live, the experiences you want to have, and the memories you want to create. It's about focusing on what truly matters, the things and people that bring you joy, the moments that make life worth living, and the values that guide you. You don't need all that extra baggage weighing you down. When you release the material clutter, you make space for the richness of life to fill you, in ways you never thought possible. Equally important in this process of reevaluation is the recognition of how we have often maintained social obligations that drain us, simply out of a sense of duty or obligation. This can be one of the most difficult parts of aging, realizing that the social circles, gatherings, and relationships you once worked so hard to maintain no longer bring you the joy they once did. We've all been there, saying yes to events we'd rather avoid, attending gatherings simply to appease others, or staying in relationships that no longer serve us, all because we feel it's expected of us. Whether it's family obligations, friendships that have run their course, or social events that no longer resonate with us, we often put our happiness on the back burner to meet the needs of others. But the older we get, the more we realize that our time is far too precious to be spent in situations that no longer fulfill us. Life becomes clearer, and the desire to protect our peace, preserve our energy, and live authentically becomes stronger. There's a profound shift that happens when we hit 70. We begin to see that we don't need to constantly say yes to every invitation or maintain relationships that feel more like a burden than a blessing. It's a profound sense of liberation to finally realize that it's perfectly okay to say no without guilt. You have the right to prioritize your happiness and well-being, to step back from anything or anyone that drains you, and to only engage in the social activities that truly nourish your soul. Think about how often you've attended events simply because you felt obligated, only to leave feeling emotionally exhausted, unfulfilled, or even resentful. You went along with it even though you knew deep down it wasn't where you wanted to be or the people you wanted to be around. Now imagine the relief of walking away from those commitments, of choosing instead to spend time with people who truly lift you, people who make you feel valued, seen, and heard. Imagine attending events that excite you, that reflect your interests, and that align with your values. Picture the satisfaction of simply enjoying a quiet evening at home, alone or with close friends, doing what brings you peace, without the pressure to conform to expectations. It's time to make your choices intentionally, to embrace only the social interactions that add real value to your life. By doing so, you'll find that the relationships you nurture become more meaningful, more authentic, and far more fulfilling. You'll feel more present and engaged in these connections because they resonate with your true self. You're not isolating yourself, rather, you're being more intentional about how you spend your time and energy. This newfound freedom gives you the power to choose the people, places, and experiences that truly bring you joy. At the end of the day, this is what aging gracefully is all about: shedding the things that no longer serve you, whether material possessions or draining social obligations, and making space for the things that truly enrich your life. It's about reclaiming your time, your energy, and your happiness. The choice is yours, and the time to start is now. For much of our lives, we are relentlessly bombarded with society's narrow and superficial standards of beauty. From glossy magazine covers to the endless parade of advertisements, we are told time and again that beauty is synonymous with youth, smooth skin, and a toned, wrinkle-free body. These images become ingrained in our minds, shaping how we see ourselves and others. We grow up believing that to be beautiful, we must conform to these external ideals, striving to hold on to youth and fight off the inevitable passage of time. This pressure to conform to society's beauty standards can lead to years of self-doubt, insecurity, and even a sense of failure when we inevitably begin to age. We fight against wrinkles, gray hair, and sagging skin, as if these natural changes are something to be ashamed of. But as we age, something truly remarkable happens. We begin to realize that these external standards no longer hold any power over us. By the time we reach 70, the pursuit of these superficial ideals fades into the background, and we can finally see the truth. Chasing society's fleeting standards of beauty is a waste of time. Wrinkles, gray hair, and other natural signs of aging are not imperfections. They are the outward markers of a life fully lived, a testament to the years we've spent experiencing the highs and lows, the triumphs and heartaches, and the growth that comes with living with purpose. Each line on our faces tells a unique story of love, loss, laughter, and the many memories we've made along the way. Each gray hair is a reminder of the wisdom and strength we've accumulated over the years. These so-called flaws are anything but. They are badges of honor that reflect the resilience, depth, and beauty that time bestows upon us. The more we grow older, the more we come to understand that true beauty has little to do with what's on the outside. It has everything to do with who we are on the inside. The kindness we show others, the confidence we've earned, the grace we've cultivated, and the authenticity we embrace. These inner qualities are the ones that shine through, making us truly beautiful in ways that no magazine cover or beauty product could ever replicate. When we look at the people we admire most, they are not the ones who have achieved the impossible perfection that society demands. They are the ones who radiate warmth, wisdom, and compassion. The people who inspire us with their authenticity, their kindness, and their ability to be true to themselves, regardless of the superficial standards imposed by others. These are the individuals who have learned to embrace their flaws and imperfections, and in doing so, they embody the kind of beauty that is timeless and unshakable. Letting go of the need to meet society's unrealistic standards of beauty is one of the most liberating things we can do. It's the moment we free ourselves from the pressure to hide our true selves, to cover up the marks of age, or to conform to an image that doesn't truly reflect who we are. By accepting and loving our bodies just as they are, with all their changes and imperfections, we release ourselves from the constant cycle of striving for something that was never broken in the first place. Our beauty at 70 and beyond is no longer defined by external factors or what others think we should look like. It is a reflection of our lives, our spirits, and the strength we have gained from everything we have experienced. At this stage of life, we can proudly wear our age as a symbol of everything we've overcome, everything we've learned, and everything we've become. It is a beauty that comes from within, a beauty that is earned, not given, and one that grows more radiant with each passing year. Let go of the superficial standards and embrace the truth of your beauty, which only deepens as you grow wiser and more comfortable in your skin. You are enough, exactly as you are. As we journey through life, we inevitably develop routines, hobbies, and activities that once brought us immense joy and fulfillment. These activities become a significant part of our identity, shaping the way we spend our time and how we connect with others. Whether it's a weekly gathering with friends, a long-standing commitment to a hobby, or a certain routine that once felt invigorating, we hold on to these practices with a sense of nostalgia and attachment. But as the years go by, we start to notice a shift. The excitement, the passion, and the sense of purpose that once came so easily begin to fade. What once brought us joy now feels like a task, something we should do rather than something we want to do. By the time we reach 70, this shift becomes more pronounced. Our lives have been filled with a wealth of experiences, and we begin to see that it's okay to reassess how we spend our precious time. It's easy to feel obligated to continue activities we once loved simply because they've always been part of our routine or because we feel we're expected to keep doing them. But the truth is, life is too short to spend time on things that no longer bring us joy. We don't need to keep holding on to activities that have lost their meaning or have become a source of stress rather than happiness. Letting go doesn't mean abandoning all the things we once cherished. It means taking a closer, more honest look at the activities that no longer nourish our spirit or bring us fulfillment. For example, maybe you used to eagerly look forward to the weekly bridge game with friends, but now, when you sit down to play, it feels more like a chore than an enjoyable activity. Or perhaps you've been part of a club for years, but recently you've felt disconnected from its purpose, as if it no longer aligns with the person you've become. It's okay to step back from these activities. It's okay to say, this no longer serves me, and to make space for something that truly resonates with where you are in life. Releasing outdated routines and activities opens up opportunities to explore new passions, new interests, and new ways of spending your time. As you age, your priorities naturally shift, and you might find yourself drawn to different experiences. Maybe you've always wanted to try painting, learn a new language, or simply spend more time in nature. These new passions can bring a sense of excitement and curiosity back into your life, allowing you to connect with yourself in ways you never imagined. The beauty of this stage in life is that you have the freedom to create your path, free from the pressure of societal expectations or old habits that no longer resonate with your true desires. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment too below to let me know that you are still here with me. Stepping away from activities that no longer serve you isn't about loss, it's about making room for what truly brings you joy and fulfillment. It's about reclaiming your time, your energy, and your peace of mind. Whether it's rediscovering old hobbies that have fallen by the wayside, trying something completely new, or simply spending more time with the people who make you feel alive, this is your time to explore. The beauty of aging is that we finally have the space and the wisdom to focus on what matters most to us: our happiness, our well-being, and our personal growth. And that's a gift that grows richer with every passing year. As we've explored together, aging is not just about growing older. It's about embracing the wisdom, freedom, and authenticity that comes with it. Whether it's releasing the pressure of society's beauty standards, letting go of material possessions, or shedding outdated activities that no longer serve us, each of these steps brings us closer to living a life that is truly our own. We've learned that it's never too late to reassess, reevaluate, and prioritize what truly brings us joy and fulfillment. So, what have you learned from today's video? I'd love to hear your thoughts. What is one thing you've learned today that you will bring into practice in your own life? Please share it with me in the comments below. I'd love to hear how these insights resonate with you and how you plan to apply them moving forward. If you liked this video, please leave your comment below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content like this. We're on this journey together, and I can't wait to share more insights with you. Until next time, stay true to yourself and embrace the beauty of every stage in life.